Thank you. A man in the advertising business was always discouraged, and as he put it, panicky. In my business, he said, you've got to think. You've got to come up with new ideas or you're out of it. And I just cannot get going on my thinking. Frankly, I'm scared to death that I'm going to fail. I feel it in my bones. It's not your bones, but your thoughts that will determine success or failure, I replied. Let's take a look at what's going on inside your head. This man in his early 30s had always been an outsider, at least in his own thoughts. The whole story is, he said, other guys have all the brains and know-how. They have the feel of success. They are bright guys. I'm just a dull, stupid jerk, and I'm headed for failure as sure as I sit in this chair. So I thought I would let him have it. Right you are, I agreed. Such thinking can lead to only one result: failure. You don't need a fortune teller to tell you that. Yes, my friend, failure is breathing right down your neck. Well then, please tell me what to do. That's easy, I replied. Let fear of failure work for you. Let it get behind you and give you a big push forward. Let it go to work to motivate you. Accept the fact that failure is right at your heels. Then ask yourself what you can do to keep ahead of it. More after this word. I suggested to the advertising executive that since he believed other fellows were there when the brains were passed out and he wasn't, and all he had was a mental fragment, that his cue was to work harder and think better than the other fellow. I pointed out that those who think they are more clever are likely to let up on effort, believing that they have it made. But the fellow who knows he hasn't got it made can never let up. He keeps on plugging all the time. So take what you've got and give it all you've got, and you will do all right. And every time something good happens to one of the other fellows, be genuinely happy for him. He will like you for that, and the more you do it, the better liked you're going to be. Just keep on working and thinking. Well, it's the old story that never fails. The man who accepts the fact that he isn't the brilliant type but does his dead-level best often reaches top level. That is precisely what happened to this failure-scared man. He always came through when others didn't. His stuff wasn't out of this world, but it was pretty much in the world, and since that was what really counted, it was effective. This average guy who wasn't around when the brains were distributed actually became president of his company. And why? The answer is that he was running scared from failure. And as it turned out, he proved he could run faster and longer than the others. Let good, healthy fear go to work for you. It can carry you far.